Chelsea has sacked another manager. Honestly, the Premier League right now is completely mental. Managers are dropping every week. Big clubs are collapsing, and some massive names could actually be next. Today, we're breaking down the Premier League sack race. Who's already gone, who's under serious pressure, and who could potentially be next. Let's start with a big story right now, yeah? Because Chelsea have just sacked Liam, can't pronounce his surname, Rossinio, after barely 100 days in charge. 5 straight losses, 0 goals scored, and the worst attacking run in the club's history in over 100 years. That's not just bad, that's like historically terrible. And this is sort of the thing with Chelsea. This is not new. They sack managers faster than any other club in world football, and nothing is actually changing. It doesn't matter who comes in. This structure at Chelsea is broken. So now the big question is, who is even next to take the manager or head coach role at Chelsea? Who takes it next? Because right now Chelsea look like a hot mess, and I don't think it's something as simple as a manager that could fix it, to be totally honest. Like, it's more than just a managerial issue. Oof. Look, Chelsea aren't alone. This season has been absolutely brutal for managers. We've seen big names drop already. Enzo Maresca, gone. Ruben Amorim, gone. Thomas Frank, gone. Graham Potter, don't forget, gone. Nuno Santo, gone. And now Liam. Man like Liam's gone now. He's just been added to the list. It's not normal. It's not normal. It's a mess. It's a hot mess. What makes this even crazier, it's not even done yet. Because there's still managers right now who they're sort of just hanging on by the skin of their teeth. They're just about holding on to their positions in the club. Talk about the managers who should be seriously worried right now. Honestly, I think Mikel Arteta. Please don't shoot the messenger. This is just my opinion, to be fair. I think Mikel Arteta is in serious trouble. Now, I know that some Arsenal fans won't like that. Some Arsenal fans will hear it and they'll understand it. For me, I think if Arsenal don't win the title this season, you've got to ask serious questions. There has to be serious questions to be asked if he's controlled the Premier League for months. Like, they've been in control for months. They've got the squad, and it's just like the pressure is now on. Like, Man City have now overtaken them. On one mistake, Man City could just run away and leave them behind now. But look, if Arsenal bottle it again, you can't ignore this conversation anymore. Arteta will have to be seriously looked at. It's the truth. Who would go in at Arsenal though? Who would take over Arsenal if Mikel Arteta goes at the end of the season because he doesn't win the league? I don't. Enrique, PSG maybe. There are managers that you can go and get, but you have to spend money on. And I feel like Arsenal would be that club to just walk in and be like, this is the manager we want, go and put the money down and get him. To be honest. I think another one is Tottenham. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, De Zerbi's take it. De Zerbi's just come in, yeah? I get it. But if Spurs do get relegated, do you think De Zerbi is actually going to stand by them? He has no loyalties to the club. If he comes, he's in now. So now De Zerbi's in. If he keeps them in the Premier League, all well and good. He looks like an amazing manager. If they get relegated, he can just say, "Look, I tried. It didn't work. Team was already on fire. Not much I could do about it. I tried." He can then walk away with kind of scot-free. Yeah. I don't know. But look, if Tottenham Hotspurs do get relegated, it's massive. It's a big, massive thing. It's gonna go down in history for a long time. It will, because the size of Tottenham as a club, I know there's gonna be people saying, "Oh, what Tottenham, they're not a good club, and they might not be a good team, but their club is massive." And that's why I say it will be a massive story. Honestly, I don't even think De Zerbi will keep them up. I really don't anymore. I really don't. But look, then you've got clubs like West Ham. The pressure there's massive as well. Even Manchester United, who they're always one bad run away from chaos at my team, Manchester United. And if Michael Carrick bottles the top four now, he definitely has to go. He has to. I don't even want Michael Carrick in charge of Manchester United, even if we get Champions League. I feel like you can't give it to him. I know that the Glazers and Ineos probably will, on a financial basis, give it to Michael Carrick. He will be a puppet. Everything that he says and does will be run past the people above him first. I feel like Manchester United, the biggest problem with my club is that the owners. Nothing will change until the Glazers and Ineos are gone. Remember, I said that. I've been saying it for years, but nothing will change until Ineos and Glazers are gone. It doesn't matter what manager you bring in. You can't bring in a Unai Emery or even an Enrique or a Nagelsmann. None of them will be successful at Manchester United. You can bring prime Sir Alex Ferguson in. You can bring Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp. None of them will be successful at Manchester United. Manchester United is a cesspool at the moment. Has been for the last 12, 13 years. There's just not much you can do. But Michael Carrick definitely shouldn't be the manager in charge. He's not built himself up enough to be at the moment. I do feel like he should go away maybe to like a West Ham or an Everton or a smaller team where the pressure isn't as much as what it is at Manchester United. Build himself up. Then in a few years he could potentially come back and manage Manchester United. That's for me anyway. That's my take on it, if you like. This is what makes the sack race kind of even more intense, though. Title race is kind of adding pressure to everything. Absolutely everything. Arsenal versus Manchester City right now. That race is ridiculously tight. Yeah, they're on the same points tally right now, so that could come down to goal difference by the end of the season. Win the league just on goal difference. These two teams have been phenomenal. To be fair, let me know what you think. Actually, do you think that the Arsenal and Man City have just been amazing, or have all the other teams around just been terrible? I think it's the latter, to be honest. But yeah, look, the points they're on the same points at the moment. There's literally no room for error from either team, and when the margins are that small, managers kind of have to take the blame. I think Pep Guardiola as well. I think he might be. I think if he wins the Premier League with Man City this season, I think he'll walk away. I think if he doesn't win this, if Arsenal go on and win it and he doesn't end up winning it, I think he will stay. It looks like he's just starting to rebuild this team. And you've got to give Pep, as much as I hate the team that he's doing it with, you've got to give him his flowers on rebuilding this team. First time I've actually seen Pep Guardiola rebuild a team the way he is, to be fair. But look, that's just how it works in football. The managers will take the blame. Every single game from now until the end of the season is basically a final. If the team falls short, managers are going to be gone, and it's as simple as that. And then you've also got the relegation battle that's going on, which is actually, it might actually be the most chaotic part of the league right now. Tottenham are in serious trouble, as we said. West Ham, they're fighting tooth and nail. Clubs are dropping points everywhere, and when survival is on the line, clubs panic. And when clubs panic, managers get sacked. That's why we could see even more changes before the end of the season. I know we're nearly there, but I think that there could be even more changes before the end of the season. So the final take right now, the Premier League sack race is completely out of control. I think Chelsea are in absolute meltdown. I think a lot of the big clubs are under pressure, and we are 100% not done yet. So I want to know from you, who gets sacked next? What manager in the Premier League gets let go next? Are Chelsea finished? And are Arsenal about to bottle the league again? Look, if you enjoyed the video, drop me a like. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.